currently 6 minutes away from 9 o'clock. This is George FM Breakfast on a Friday morning. And man, what a Friday morning. Really haven't been this excited in some time. Azealia Banks joining us in the studio. Azealia Banks, good morning. Welcome to New Zealand.
Good morning.
So look, 212, as I said before, easily the biggest track for us on this radio station. A track that was penned a little while ago. And you know what? That day when you were sitting in the studio kind of recording it, these lyrics that you wrote, did you have any idea that track would blow up in the way that it did?
I did, but I didn't think it was going to happen for like 5 years. I was like, this is going to be like some underground classic. Or like, I thought it was just going to be like some underground like cult classic kind of thing. Because it was like almost as soon as I put it on SoundCloud, I got all these like plays and stuff, and I was just like, oh, this is great. But it wasn't until I put the video out that it really exploded.
Yeah.
It exploded fast.
Yeah.
Like fast. I was like, whoa.
What was the moment for you? And I guess obviously, okay, YouTube views are one thing. You can kind of get a gauge. It's another digit. Oh, it's another digit. It's another digit. But when you're in a live situation or you're in a club and you heard it being played and you just like, because, everyone's just singing it and like it's anthemic, where you went, whoa, something is happening with this track that's kind of completely out of my control now.
No, yes. I remember the first time I performed in London. I played Hoxton Bar and Grill. It was a 300 capacity show, and that was like my first show. And I remember that was just after I had lost my deal with XL and kind of was feeling like a little defeated as an artist, you know? And it was like a really big like resurgence for me. I was like, whoa, I can do it. Like, I'm back, I'm alive. Like, this is great.
I want to say thanks for making it okay for us New Zealanders to use the C-bomb. We do it all the time. It's a thing down here. And it's never been in a song, I swear. And now it's just much more mainstream for us to be able to say it. In fact, I said it at the weekend live to a crowd of like 100 people, and it felt great. It must feel great. It really must.
As Kirsten, I think I'm just trying to say it's in some sense, it's a term of endearment. Like, we have an expression.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to say it on radio, but if you're a GC, you're a good. Say, hey, that's Michael. He's a G. Yeah.
I think that's got something to do with the Crown's influence, because in America, the C word isn't really like that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It's more like the F word, not the F-U-C-K word.
Of course.
The other F word.
The other one,
That's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big to us or whatever. But yeah, when I put it in the song and the whole UK was like, oh my God, I was like, whoa.
Look, my limit says if it's good enough for Larry David, classic. If anyone knows Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. Oh my God. I'm like Larry David. I'm like the female rap Larry David. I'm always complaining, always bitching. Yeah.
Look, I want to talk about your fans just quickly, man, because your fans, for want of a better term, they love you, man. Around the world, like, Azealia fans are just like, they're there, they're omnipresent, they want to get the weaves like you, and I do believe outside the studio today, like, we've had a lot of artists up here, but never before have we had people turn up with sketch pads.
Oh.
You're getting this a lot? Is it cool?
It's really cool. No, I get a lot of like really awesome gifts from my fans, like pictures and portraits and like drawings and clothes and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, wicked.
So it's good. Yeah.
Best place in the world to get a weave?
Best place in the world to get a weave is Los Angeles. In my opinion.
Okay. Hey, look, you've been so kind. There's a couple more things I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about the debut album and, of course, the new single, all of that stuff. It's all happening crazily at the moment for you, but You've been so kind. For the first time in the world, we're about to hear this track. Now, I do believe the original is a track very close to my co-host Kirstein's heart.
So it is. The Strokes, when I was a little teenager, now I'm in my 20s, I'm a big kid, but when I was a little teenager, the Strokes was the most badass it could get for me in my small town. Like, it was like, oh, they've listened to the Strokes, that's badass. And these days, for the little teenagers, you're the most badass you can get.
I know, it's so strange. It was the same for me. It was the Strokes and Interpol.
Yeah.
And that's all we listened to, and we just like pine over Julian Casablancas and Paul Banks and just like do that whole thing.
So now it's just like they've come together, a synergy. I haven't heard it. I'm so excited. Please play this song.
Tell us about this. When did you put pen to paper? When did this happen? When did this get created?
This got created about a couple months ago. I recorded a cover of Barely Legal with a friend of mine, and I kind of like produced the beat, but it really sucked. And so he just went over with my vocals, and my friend JB in New York, him and his friend Rob, they have a production duo called Lindbergh Palace. So they basically just refashioned a beat around my vocals and made this really awesome track that we're going to play for you right now.
Azealia Banks for the first time in the world. Cover of the Strokes. This is Barely Legal.
George Breakfast.